Hello and welcome to the Oklahoma Hiker YouTube channel. Today I am in the Black Fork Mountain Wilderness, just northeast of Page, Oklahoma. This is the same Black Fork Mountain Wilderness that is on the Arkansas side of the state line. It is just one that straddles the state line. The Oklahoma side is not very developed. There are no official trails here. But I've been exploring lately, and it is a gorgeous place with plenty of unofficial footpaths and old roads. Today, we are going to see two rock glaciers, which are a favorite feature of mine here in the Ouachitas. And we're going up to the ridgeline to see what it looks like up there. There are some pretty nice views, and I'd like to do some more exploring, more than I've done in the past. So we'll see some new stuff together. Come along. This first portion of the route takes us from the parking lot northeast of Page to the wilderness area. We actually have to walk about a half a mile to get to the wilderness. Once we're there, the trail will continue in various states, but this is, I think, the best it gets. Just past the entrance to the wilderness, we drop down to a beautiful little creek here. It is not going as much as it was a few weeks ago when I was here, but it is still very nice. I'll show you where I camped. It is over here just a little bit, and I'll tell you, it was so pleasant. I could hear the stream going. It's covered in moss and pine needles. Just a really pretty place. Here it is. Right around the tree here. Here is the space. Even have some firewood waiting. I've continued with the trail on the other side of the creek, and this is the route that will take me to a beautiful campsite before too long. It's actually where I'm going to stay tonight, and from there we will go up to see the rock glaciers and the ridgeline. About a mile in, we have reached the campsite. I am excited to show this to you. It is this neat little bald area on the shoulder of the mountain, and it has quite a view. I was here, like I say, a couple of weeks ago, and the tops of the mountains were all like hugged in frost. So there was a line where you could see frost and then a line where it wasn't there anymore. But look at this view. Camp is made, and I am ready to get up this mountain. But look at that. That will be nice to come back to. Right behind camp, we hang a short left to a, looks like an old road back here. We are going to take this for a little while up to a rock glacier that is higher than the camp and just a little bit further to the west. Man, this is actually very easy walking. Yeah, it's up, but it's a path. I mean, it's a road and a half. It's also just really pretty. This is something that most people would never see because it's not a trail officially, but there's plenty to see. Just have to get out there and get in it. At about 1.8 miles, there is a bend in the path. The path goes left, and we're actually going to take that here in a bit, or we may take it down. We are going to turn off of the path and just strike out into the woods. I've been here before. I know that there is a road or a path over here that's going to take us to the first rock glacier we will see today. There right in front of us is the old road. Shortly after intersecting with the second old road, we are upon the first rock glacier. I am going to go this way in order to give us a better view. Isn't this just incredible? This is just a massive collection of boulders that are kind of slowly slipping down the mountain because of erosion, and it is just gigantic. You feel so small in here. I can even hear an echo. It goes to out of view for me, and I don't really want to cross these because some of these roll, and if you're here during the summer, just expect that this is like a rattlesnake hotel, and they are everywhere. We are heading back to the road that we took to get to this rock glacier. We could keep on taking that road, and it would actually take us up to the ridgeline via a little path that it kind of intersects with. I'm actually going to turn back and go the way that we came so that we can go see the other rock glacier. I am back to this little fire ring that is on the old road we've been taking, and that is a pretty good sign that it is time to pop back up over to the other road. So I am going to do that right here. Just a few feet onto the road, we have a path that continues up the mountain, and less distinctly here, an old road. This is what we are taking to the next rock glacier, which is actually, for me, much more spectacular, bigger. It's dramatic. A few hundred feet before the rock glacier, the road sort of just peters out. Though you're already in the rock field, it's starting to develop. So sort of just follow at the same altitude. Don't go up, don't go down. You'll see the rocks. We have reached the second rock glacier, and it is amazing. I don't know if you can hear it, but below me, there is a stream flowing, and it sounds like it's going really good. But this place is huge, and the rocks are deep. It sounds like that creek is quite a ways down. That was such a cool stop. I am just blown away every time I see that one. It is huge. We are working our way back now via the old road. I think I'm on the old road. I have to find it. I'm gonna work my way back to a place earlier where there was a trail going up the mountain, and we're gonna go up to the ridgeline. We have made it back to the path that I said earlier would take us up the mountain. There is where we came up earlier from the first rock glacier. And now we really start to climb. The relentless climb continues. And I'm out of breath, but we are about 2/3 of the way up from the place where the path took off from the old road. We have made it up the mountain and to the first high point on Black Fork Mountain from the Oklahoma side. Now, I describe it that way as the first high point because the ridge is actually, I think, 13 miles long, and it stretches all the way from Oklahoma to Arkansas. The true summit is over on Arkansas, and I've done that hike. I'll put the link in. But this is a high point a little, I think it's around 2,200 feet. And this is the first high point on the Oklahoma side. That's so beautiful. Let's go see if we can find the next one. Just beyond that last high point, we have this. Wow. Wow. I don't know if I'm gonna try to get up, but what a view. What a feature. Look at this. Okay. Poking our head in. I've dipped down to the south side of the ridge just a little bit, and there is this cool rock that's just hanging onto the edge here. It looks like we might get an incredible view. So we're gonna check it out. Oh, I'm glad I came here. This is stunning. Let's get up safely, and we're warm enough now. I have to check for snakes. The walk on this ridgeline is just as pleasant as can be this time of year. I'm not dragging through a bunch of plants. It's still pretty early to be keeping our eyes open for critters in the leaves. Not too early, but yeah, it's just been beautiful and kind of easy walking up here. Even so much that there's a little path occasionally. I don't know if people are up here or if it's a game trail, but works for us both. close to the second knob, and we have a water source on top of the mountain. Crazy. It'd only be seasonal, but I could pump water right now if I wanted to. It is right under that little rise. After a little bit of a climb, we are almost to the top of this second knob. It's a little thorny up here. I finally made it to the top of the second knob, and it does not disappoint. Look at that view. It is just a tad windy up here. I'm ready to get back to camp because I think that sunset, if we see it, will be really pretty. The clouds are kind of filling in, but I want a chance, so we're gonna head that way. We're off the briar-laden summit. Not summit, but high point. You'll have to take like a shot or donate $1 to a good cause every time I say high point in this video. Okay, so I don't know how far I have back. I'm guessing, 3 miles maybe. And it's about 3 o'clock, so I should make it back in time, but I'm not gonna waste any time. I have made it back to camp and I am ready for a nap. I had a little nap, which was super nice. And now I'm going to look for water, if I can, quickly before the sun sets. It's clouded up a lot, so we may not see much, but I still kind of want to be back for it. We're living on the edge now. I turned right earlier to go up the mountain. I have never turned left until now. what do you know? I got lucky and we have water for the night. It is time to make dinner. And tonight I have these noodles that are so good. Fancy. I don't know how to say it. Cacio e pepe or something like that. We have, what is this? Parmesan and like Cajun seasoning. I have salami that is delicious. This is all happening in my very beautifully lit camp kitchen. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, that is so good.
Suddenly, we have quite a breeze, so I am going to put the cover on here, and I'm going to get in, otherwise this thing is going to blow. I feel like I'm literally holding down the fort. This is nice, though. After that hike, it was a lot of up and downing. And so this is actually kind of a pleasant way to wind down after a big day.
The wind has me just pinned to the ground. This is the most insane night in a tent ever. It is almost 5 a.m. I've slept maybe 2 hours. But yeah, this just all night. All night. Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the big adventure. I spent most of the night pinned to the ground underneath my tent because this thing really flattens out when it wants to. I'm talking like pressed to my face, all of this. I am ready for coffee and I think it's too windy to make it. So probably going to tear down camp and get off this very windy mountain. But you know I'm going to show you how windy it is.
Amazingly, I am packed up, which was easier than I thought it was going to be in all that wind. Let's give this spot one last good look. I was planning on and looking forward to making breakfast here, but it is just so windy. I have a diner for that, so that's what's going to happen. But look at this. so pretty. Can you imagine this on a blue sky morning? Oh, I'll be back.
Come along for more adventures that are sure to get you winded with my Washita Mountains Adventures playlist.